Well, you have to, one thing that happens to me that in my meditation that's very interesting is I realize how deeply I have been conditioned, and that how deeply we've all been conditioned
By what?
by other people, by what we hear, by what we read, by the people who talk to us, by our environment, by the culture that we're in, by the times that we're living. The separation from being conditioned is what is truly my own thoughts, what comes from within me. Now, it's a very artificial dividing line because really none of my thoughts totally come from me. I've inherited language that goes back thousands of years. I was conditioned by my parents to respond a certain way, right? And, I've obviously, a lot of my ideas come from books that I've read. So not all of it, the dividing line between what's truly me and what's not is fluid. But there is something that you can say is me. It's like, this is how I think. This is what my needs are. This is where I am right now in December 2020. This is my reality, right? Okay, it's who you are. It's what your needs are and what your experience is. And then there's that artificial element of all the stuff that you mentioned that's so blasting in our faces from our culture at like, light year speeds, incredible speeds that are just filling our brains with junk, with information that we don't need, with heated opinions that really aren't our own opinions, right? So you have to be able, first of all, to be able to turn that shit off. I'm sorry to use that language here.
Hey,
Hey, go for it.
have fun.
Have
You got to
fun.
be able to turn it off. If you can't, take breaks from social media, from your Instagram account, from Facebook, from Twitter, then you're a prisoner of it. Just admit it to yourself. I am a prisoner of social media. I can't control it. It controls me. And we talked earlier about marketing. Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, these people are masters at marketing. They know exactly how to press all of your buttons. They know that if they give a topic that's very controversial, that's maybe not necessarily true, but is very heated, they'll get more views, more likes, more posts, more reposting, etc. They know how to use certain colors to grab your eye, to grab your attention. They know sounds, little beeping noises on your stupid smartphone. I like that word, your stupid smartphone, that are going to like engage you. Go, whoa, wow, I better pay attention. They are manipulating you. You are conditioned. You are a prisoner of social media. You are not in control of it. You think you're the one that's posting all these things that you want to post about your life, but really you're not. You're responding to what everybody else is doing. You're being a conformist. If you really want to control it, you would have some distance and you would know, all right, here's something that's really affecting me as an individual, that's part of my life, that I'm excited about. I want to share that with people. And it comes from, instead of the need to get attention, instead of the need to get people to like you, instead of the need to just vent your rage, it's something that, like, I want to express a reality that I've discovered, an idea. How many times is social media used for the spreading of an actual idea that has been rationally thought out? Well, then if you're able to do that, then you are the one in control of this monster, this beast, and you can use it for your own purposes. But just think about, and I'm not getting on a high horse here. I am as much guilty of this as anybody. I know how powerful it can be. I know how when I meditate, I go, whoa, where's that idea coming from? Robert, you have been conditioned. You've been brainwashed by the media around you. So I'm just as guilty as anyone. It's very difficult. You're submerged in it. We're social animals. We're creatures of our culture, of our times. It's not easy, but you have to be able to realize, the first step is to realize that you are someone who's been conditioned just as deeply as one of Pavlov's dogs in those experiments.